Hey cute friends, I am going to show you how to make chocolate chip pumpkin muffins. I have been working really hard tonight in my kitchen and just baking and baking for the schools that I'm going to be visiting this week. And so I said, you know what? I am just going to show you guys how versatile the pumpkin bread recipe is. You can turn it into all kinds of stuff. So we're gonna make muffins. And like I said, we're gonna make the chocolate chip pumpkin muffins. They are gonna be so, so good. So what you need is a 15-ounce can of pumpkin. Now all I had was the big can of pumpkin. And so I'm just going to take out half of that, okay? So what you do is you just start with all of your wet ingredients, okay? So here we've got, all right, that's about half of this can, okay? And then, where am I gonna put this guy? Right over there. And then you add 5 eggs. So we've got our 5 eggs. And then you need 1 1/3 cups of oil. And because I make so much pumpkin bread at this time of the year, I have this huge jug. So here's 1. And then I'm gonna do my 3rd cup in here. So 1 1/3 cups of oil. Let me just stick this in my sink. All right. And then you just mix this up really well. Okay, and I'm gonna wipe things down a little bit. Okay, so that is mixed really well. Now you just add all of your dry ingredients, okay? So you just need 2 cups of flour. And I like to put my flour in first and then put my sugar on top. Because sometimes you know how when you turn on your machine, if the flour's at the top, it kind of goes poof everywhere. But if you kind of put the sugar on the top, it keeps the flour from poofing everywhere. Just a little trick. Okay, so 2 cups of flour. And then you're gonna do 2 cups of sugar. So we're gonna put 2 cups of sugar. Okay. And then what I love about this recipe is it's so simple. So now you're just gonna use 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and you wanna make sure that your baking soda is fresh. If it's old, you don't wanna use it. Put that in your refrigerator or down your sink to clean or something like that. But you wanna make sure it's fresh so that the bread will rise. That is from experience. Okay, then you need 1 teaspoon of salt. 1 teaspoon of nutmeg. And then 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. Okay. And then you just mix all of this up. And while that's mixing, I just realized I forgot the most important ingredient, which is right over there in my pantry. So I will be right back. So you have to have 2 boxes of instant vanilla pudding, and these are the small boxes, okay? So you mix this up really, really well. And I'm gonna stop it for just a second. I'm gonna add the pudding. There's 1. And 2. I think I can do this in my sleep. All right. scrape the sides down. You can kind of see that flour. All the dry stuff is on the side. Scrape the sides down. So this is the basic pumpkin bread recipe that I am so famous for. That is in both of my cookbooks. So it is in this cookbook right here, my #1 cookbook, which is so fabulous. So many people just love it. And then it will be in my #2 cookbook that is coming out hopefully in the next week or so. We cannot wait for the publisher to say that it's ready. So when it's ready, we will let you know. But you can go ahead and you can pre-order that book. We didn't order a ton of them. There is a limited supply, so you'll want to go ahead and either pre-order that, or we'll let you know when they are here. So you'll want to go ahead and get it, okay? All right, now to make this into the chocolate chip pumpkin muffins, we're just going to put in 1.5 cups of chocolate chips, which is a little over half of this bag. Okay. And then I'm just going to gently stir this around. This beater. It's so funny. I have a dear friend of mine, and her name is Donna, and her husband loves my pumpkin bread. And one time I put the chocolate chips in it, and he was like, "Miss Sandy, don't do that again," because I think the pumpkin bread is so delicious. But not everybody feels like Mr. Jack. So I'm sure that you will love these chocolate chip pumpkin muffins. They are going to be so good. So what I've done is I have greased my little muffin tins, and I'm going to go ahead and spray a little bit of grease on my scoop, because I have discovered that it just makes the batter come out so easily, much easier. So I'm going to spray it over my sink. Okay. And then you just get a nice big scoop, and you're just going to put it in your muffin tin. Okay, these muffins are ready, and I'm going to put them in the oven for about 30 minutes, and I'll check on them, and then I'll be back. You know what I am going to do? I'm sorry. Let me throw a couple of little just chocolate chips on the top. I like just putting a few just on the top, just so that when they bake up, like, people know, oh, these actually have chocolate chips in them, if they don't see the chocolate chips, you know, in the muffin themselves, okay? That's just a little trick that I love to do. Okay, now I'll see you in a bit. These muffins have come out of the oven. They look so good, and my house smells awesome. And so I am going to I've taken some out of my muffin tins to let them cool for just a second. And so I'm just gonna take a bite of these. These look so good. I absolutely love this recipe. It is so versatile, and it is so good. Remember that this is my pumpkin bread recipe that I've turned into muffins, and then I just added the chocolate chips. So if you want chocolate chip pumpkin muffins, you can do that. Or if you just want pumpkin muffins, you can do that. Or you can make the bread. It's just so versatile. And remember that the magic ingredient, and that special ingredient is the 2 boxes of instant vanilla pudding. So, so good. Oh my gosh. I cannot wait to share these with all of my little friends because they're going to love them tomorrow. Okay. All right. You guys know that I love you. Thanks so much for joining me. I hope that you have enjoyed this recipe. I hope that you'll try it. Please be sure and make comments on any of my posts. You don't really have to write a whole lot, even if you just put a smiley face. That keeps Facebook knowing that you're interested and that you want to see my videos. Also, don't forget to go over to YouTube. Go over there and subscribe. If you subscribe and if you push the bell, you get a little notification that lets you know. So everything that I'm doing here on Facebook, you can see on YouTube if you prefer YouTube. Also, you can see me on Instagram and TikTok. What is going on? We're getting so fancy. So anyway, love you guys so much. Thanks again for joining me. And always remember that you can do hard things. And I will see you next time. Bye, friends.